let me not one take wonder this video, but I do have more new Dust2 tips. So this is on Reddit, but a Dren found out on his stream that if you smoke long doors, you can boost over it on these boxes and still be able to see the corner. Right? So you can see that's what they look like. This is about what you'll see when you're getting shot. This is as best I could do with bots only and bot place, so yeah. But it's still possible, so you have to be wary of that. If you're double scoped, you probably won't see them, so you have to play this corner a little differently. Speaking of this corner, if you do see someone, right, and then you shoot, you come back, you could throw a flash off of the side of this wall right here, and then re-peek with it. That flash lands right here. So anyone holding the corner or trying to push out might get blind by that. I think it's pretty cool. If you want to smoke long doors, like I kind of mentioned before, you can stand on the roof of the car. You can aim at the corner, or you could aim somewhere above these two signs, like anywhere really, and throw. It's gonna land in the doors. So the thing with car, the new car, you can crouch and not be seen, and then pop up and shoot. But it is spammable, so let me put a bot here. Do bot crouch. Right, so the thing is still spammable. And depending on your angle, it might take more or less. See, I had to go through the whole diagonal of the car, so it kind of took a while. Come on, bot. There we go. See, that time it didn't take as long. It's spammable with an AK, so it's spammable with an op. One of the important things about this is if you crouch and don't look down, your head might stick up, as I can't buy any more rifles, or snipers rather. So let me reset that up. But if you don't look down, what happens is anyone with the scope, come on, oops. Anyone with the scope can actually like jump and double scope to see your head. Especially with this watermelon cap right here. Right there. So you can see their head right there. And if you do get spotted, you know, easy spam. So you might have to look down when you do that. Furthermore, you can throw a molly. I haven't found a Molotov that mollies the entire backside of car and the corner. The closest I've gotten was a Molotov that lands about here? Something like that. But even then, you can still hide right here and look down. So you'd still kind of be safe. It'd be really difficult to see. So my personal recommendation, if you're gonna molly car, molly the entire backside of car. Or, you know, something close to it. It should land behind the car, I believe. Yeah. So you want to Molotov the entire backside of the car so that they can't crash behind it. And then when you do that, you know the backside of car is clear. And once you know the backside of car is clear, as you come up, you can easily just pre-fire this. Alternatively, you can use two Molotovs, one that lands like something like this, and another one that lands like here. I think two Molotovs is a waste, so I wouldn't do it, but that's just me. So you can still flash top mid from cat if you throw some kind of flash like this, you know, just straight over. And that's useful if you fast cat as CT, which you can do like this. That's the fastest way, I believe, where you one jump off of this small box and then another one over here. A little bit of practice, but not too much. Speaking of cat, I have a old strat called drop down, which it's not my strat. Pros have done something similar. The basic premise is that you smoke the bottom of CT right here, and you smoke like right in front of you, so that you can jump into CT and then run up a ramp and try to push the guy either sight or long. So the first flash is just something basic like this, right? You just want to cover the front part, easy peasy. Second smoke. Did I say flash? I meant smoke. Second smoke. For CT, you want to aim at the right side of this small square right here. Oops. And then you want to aim upwards until you're halfway into the window on the left over here. So aim like that. And then throw. Again, this is 128 tick, it's not 64 tick. I know I said 64 in the last tips video. I made a mistake. It's my fault. And then you could flash over or do whatever you want. Jump into CT. You're covered from behind. There's a gap right here. So if you do this, you got to be aware of that and hope you have like someone that drops down with you so you can have the other guy like watch this gap and kind of shoot it. Also, this thing kind of blocks you from jumping in. This is also posted on Reddit. I forgot by who. But all credit to that guy for showing that. So if you want to jump down, you got to jump a little wider now. Do like a wide jump. See, even then I got blocked by the wall. So you gotta like change the way you jump off. Instead of bunny hopping off of this, you could probably do something like that, where you jump on it first. Anyway, moving on to mid. There's actually a pre-fire spot right here. Where did my op go? Anyway, where if you crouch and like kind of push yourself into this pallet here, and then jump while still holding forward, you can get onto the top of the pallet really fast without having this little like awkward jump and then come back down like that. Right? So you notice when I jump like this, I kind of have to fall back down onto the pallet. If you crouch, hold forward, and then jump into the pallet while still holding forward, you can spot this guy really fast without having that like split second of inaccuracy. And then from there you can just pre-fire. If you have a op, you can see this is pretty effective. You can kind of pre-fire it as you get on this thing. Now, I'm not a good opper, so I can't fucking do this shit, but if you are a good opper, this is something you might want to know on the new Dust2, assuming this is how it goes live, but you don't actually know that. Speaking of Xbox, you can smoke top of Xbox from lower. You just need to find this pillar here, aim above the Xbox. For me, I'm using crosshair size 3 and I'm on 1280 by 720. I just put my crosshair on top of the box, like this, or above it rather, and just throw. If you're using different settings, it might be different for you, so maybe you need to look up or down more, but for me, this is how it works. I'm sure you could find something pretty similar to that on your own. But this is actually something really important. Smoking Xbox is super important to know. There's a standing smoke from Playground to Xbox. It's on Reddit. I'd never found it myself, so I don't want to take credit for it, but I'm sure you can just find one on your own. There's probably one on the front page. There's a pixel angle right here where you can see someone that's sitting in that corner, obviously. Just like that. And you can spot their arm or their elbow. You don't need to crouch on this either, although you could see them over here. That's interesting. Anyway, this is a pixel angle. So if you wanted to like shoot it, you actually really could. You can't see it from here. Sucks. But if you manage to like be safe from this area, you can clear this right here, take a shot. And depending on this like how you clip this box, you can actually get a one-shot kill if you have an op. Otherwise, you might tag him for a whole bunch. I think you tag him for like 60, but you know. Overall, the map play is basically the same. There's only very minor changes in this map. I think it's good that there are no major changes, otherwise, like, you might get a lot of backlash from it as Valve, but you can still do all of your old tricks, like I said. You can throw smoke off of this Xbox right here, and then try to cross into lower, or instead of crossing lower, you can just sit right here, which is actually a lot more narrow, now that I look at it. You can sit somewhere here, while you're behind the smoke. Someone comes lower, you shoot them down, you fall back really easy. You can still do a NOA stack. I don't know if NOA stack is the term people use nowadays, but you can do a head stack right here and spot anyone crossing cat. You could also do it closer, like right here if you want. That's why the Xbox smoke is so good.